people around. So these are our two random people, Owask and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. And then it's the 6 of us. Sorry about that. Normally these queues take forever. It's unusual that I get a queue that pops that fast, but I guess we only needed to grab 2 players, so that's partly why. Alright. So new game, fresh start. I'd certainly be happy with either of these, either the Garen or the Tom Kench with the Chain Vest. Pretty good starting ends. Willow, I don't know if he's connected into the game yet. Alright, so Garen with the Chain Vest, pretty handy starting setup. I should probably change the background, just because I've been using this one for the last couple games, but we'll see. Can't change once the game starts, obviously. Always defensive. Yeah, we've had defensive carousels the last 2 rounds in a row, which is okay with me since I like to take a defensive item. Alright, well, that can be a locket. Good, that's a good start. Alright. So this, pretty much says play Warlords if you're getting 2 Nidalees and the Garen with the Chain Vest to start. That was a pretty easy first round purchase. Ugh. Anyway, I hope everybody's been enjoying the holidays and things are going well. Symbol. Oh, Grillo's using the same stage as me. Background, I mean. This one's kind of relaxing. Okay. Money. Nice. So that... I guess I should buy up the board there. Yeah, you never know, because you might be able to, 2-star this. But I actually don't think I want to play that. I think I want to grab the Jarvan and the... I will grab the... Oh, no. I want to pre-level, because that gives me... So you see me pre-leveling in most of these games. If you're unfamiliar with why I would do that, it's because if you see here at level 3, I'm guaranteed to get a Chosen on one of the next 2 flops of rolls. I can't get a 2-cost Chosen at level 3, but I can get a 2-cost Chosen at level 4, and that can be very strong if you're getting like an upgraded Chosen. So again, that didn't happen here, but it could have happened. Anyway, we have very obvious stuff to do with our items here, is make the locket. And hopefully I can win this round and pick up the Teemo. I don't want to lock for an item right now, but we'll see. Okay, so what about... I still have not been offered a Chosen yet, but I think what I have is pretty decent for not having a Chosen. Alright, so Symbol's got a Dazzler Lysandra, not a Moonlight Lysandra Chosen. Grillo's got a Duelist, and Willow's got a Duelist as well. What Myth has, I think... He just has 2 Brawlers, so I have more trait synergies. He's got more 2-star champs. I don't know how this works. He also has a better item in the Sunfire, I think. Although it looks like Teemo Poison did a lot in this fight. Okay, I guess we win. So that does let me pick up the Teemo. I was not sure that I would beat Myth there. Alright, so what's my... Alright, so my Chosen comes out as a Fortune Tom Kench. Now that doesn't really fit the comp that I've been playing thus far. Do I want to play this? I think I do, though. Wow. How greedy do I want to be here? I just played Fortune last game. I'll pass. I really wish this had come up earlier. I would have definitely played this, but now I've kind of set my comp around not playing this. I guess I'll pass. So that's going to get my Teemo? No, the Jarvan. Man, tempted. Very tempted. Very conflicted about this. Good Jarvan ult. Gives us a way to kill the Kalista that was murdering the rest of my team. If it's down to just the Elise, I don't think it can win, because Elise does almost no damage, just tanks. Alright. That's a pretty big hit. I'll grab this because it lets me play Keeper, which is probably the next thing I want. This lets me play... Actually, Spirit might be even better. Another damage source. I'll pick them both up and see what we get. Alrighty. So Grillo's going the Duelist Yasuo route. This will be strong if he's able to find more Yasuos. That comp is heavily based on how many Yasuos you can find. This comp that Willow's got, I think, is actually pretty strong too. Nice Jarvan ult. I'm a little lacking in damage though. I don't know if I have enough. Just the Yasuo to get through. Need them to just hold up long enough for Nidalee to get the kill. Alright, that knock-up was very handy. Alright, close round. Good fight. Grillo loses 2 health and probably is not terribly upset about that. Oh, wow. Poor Symbol. Almost had it. Okay. I could always take Kennen. You know, the Teemo would be Teemo 2-star. I certainly wouldn't be opposed to that, but I doubt that BF sword's still around by the time it gets over to me. Yeah, no surprise there. So I've got a Megatron Cloak. Out of items I can make with that, there's not a ton that's great this early in the game. I would have taken the bow. I also would have taken the tier for a chalice, but all gone. So I just took the most expensive champ that was on the board. Oh man, I've got the chosen that Grillo once, another Yasuo. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna put Spirit in. I think that's the most useful thing I can play right now. I think that's better than Elise here. I'm not gonna make Gargoyle Stoneplate. I think I'll hold for 2 rounds and see what drops here. Usually you see me use the items right away, but I think this is better. At least I'm getting good value out of this locket. Like, it's on a 2-star champ. Right now I need damage the most. That's what I'm lacking on. I need more damage. That's partly why I have Kindred in as opposed to Keeper. I think my tankiness is pretty good. But Spirit, if you're not familiar with Spirit, this will provide a way to get more attack speed in. And of course Kindred does damage herself. So I think that's pretty good. The problem for Symbol setup is his Lysandra is a Dazzler chosen and not a Moonlight chosen. It makes it really hard to get Moonlight in because he has to run 3 separate Moonlight champs. Alrighty, and here I don't see anything I'm really looking for here, so I'll just hold and try to get more gold. Let's look at what other people are playing. So Grillo is hoping he gets Yasuo's. He will let gold accumulate and he'll slow roll at level 5. And how quickly he finds Yasuo will probably determine how well he does this game. This is not what one of our people are playing. Myth has a Warlord Nidalee. He doesn't have Warlord trade in. Maybe he's had trouble finding them. This is a Duelist comp, but doesn't have a Duelist chosen. So it's a little weird. It's like running what Grillo's running, and it's unfortunate for Grillo that's being run. Also, wait, Willow's running a Duelist Yasuo too? Are there 3 people playing Duelist Yasuo compositions? That probably isn't good for the 3 of them. Might want to look to pivot out of that. If 3 different people are running Yasuo, that's going to make it hard for everybody to find the Yasuo 3-star that needs. So I am very glad I didn't play that. I also got a Duelist Yasuo chosen. And I think I'm guaranteed to be offered one here on this Krugs round too. Yeah, multiple people playing the Yasuos. So as I said, I'm glad I'm not in the Yasuo rat race. Now this is interesting. Elderwood. It would make Vanguard. Yeah, I think we play this. Just for the time being. Not long term, but we'll play it for now. Why not? Gives me another strong unit. I'll just run this to like maybe level 7 or so, and then we'll look to replace it with something else. But why not? It makes me a lot stronger in the short run. Anyway, let's see what we can get here in terms of items. I want to get to 6 and put Kindred back in. Like, if I find an early Ash, it can even be... Oh, there we go. There's my locket. I'll sell this for 30. because it doesn't look like I'm going to play Keeper right now. Alright, so that can be Bramble Vest and... Oh, hey. Nice. Alright, let's actually go to... I'm going to go to the next level here. Alright, so I'm going to put the Chalice on Teemo. And let's do this. Yeah. And I'll put this on Hecarim. So we did sack a fair bit of econ there, but the goal is to keep this win streak intact. If I lose now, I'm in trouble because I spent a lot of money, but I think I should be quite strong right now with this setup. Only bad thing is the Elderwood's not doing anything, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, if we're strong and we win by a lot, we do a lot of damage to the other teams. We can make up for the fact that we're low on money because we have the win streak. It's effectively as though I'm over 50 gold if I have the win streak intact. This should be okay for right now. Let's look at the other comps and see who I'm most worried about. So Grillo continues rolling for Yasuo. He's actually not been slow rolling, but he's managed to find 7. This person's not in our group. I don't know what they're doing. This person's running Cultist. Doesn't really have a carry, though. A lot of people running... Alright, so this is Myth's Warlord comp. He needs to get up to Warlord 6. It'll be more scary if he gets there. And this comp, I don't know what it's doing. And Symbol's working with the Moonlight. So Garen gets taken out, but he's not really that... He's not, like, super important to this comp or anything. As long as Jarvan gets his ult off before he dies, that's what we want to see. Good Nidalee Spear. Yeah, look at Hecarim drain tanking. Buying time for the damage dealers to do their thing. Yeah, should be pretty strong. I mean, I only lost 1 unit there. Like, there was no damage source on the other team. Okay, so there's the question of where are we going from here. I'll probably level after the carousel. Well, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know how... I want to keep the win streak going, but I don't want to be, like, stupid in terms of my rolling either. I'm not seeing any comps that I think beat what I have right now. Not at the moment, anyway. Okay, the 3-star Lissandra could be scary. But, like, I don't think Grillo... The only thing Grillo has that can kill me is the Callista. He does have the Callista 2-star, so that's an object of concern. But, like, Jarvan is pretty good about getting in the back lines. And we got a nice Teemo poison back there, too. Okay. Was slightly concerned there, but it worked out. I guess I should pick this up for another Warlord option, because it doesn't cost me anything. But be prepared to sell if it does. I'm a little hesitant to go up to Warlord 6. But I need to start playing into a late game damage option. I don't really have that yet. It could be Ashe or it could be a Sharpshooters again. Like, all these items are perfectly fine, but we do need to start getting some damage-oriented stuff or our comp's going to fall off in the late game. I guess it could go Dusk again. I know I do that a lot, but part of the reason why I go Dusk is Dusk works with defensive items, and I'm always getting defensive items because I'm the last one to pick off Carousel in most of these rounds. Like, when you're picking last off Carousel, you're not getting BF Sword, you're getting, you know, Negatron Cloaks and Giant's Belts, and you can actually run a comp like that if you have, if you're running Dusk. So that's why I end up with that a lot of the time. Alright. So I'll hold this for the time being. How much does it cost to level right here? It would be 24. That's worthwhile. It's not that bad. So that's to get Elderwood in. And I think I'll just sell this. I'll still be at 30. And by being at 7, every flop does give me 1% odds to find the legendaries. We'll sell this at level 8 and look for a new Chosen. But I'm trying to use this again as an example of just, hey, I'm just playing with what I've got here. Like, does the Hecarim really fit my team? No, not really, but, like, he makes Vanguard, and He's another tanky unit, and so we'll just, run with this. Unfortunately, I did a lot of damage to Symbol. That's the problem with the Dazzler Chosen instead of the Moonlight. It's really tough to run a Moonlight comp when your Chosen is not Moonlight. It makes it difficult, unfortunately. So I've had some good luck too to get the Teemo 2-starred, and the Chalice really does help too. All allies on either side gain 35 spell power for the rest of combat. Actually, you know what? I probably should give that to Hecarim, honestly. I think Hecarim can make use of it a little bit better than Garen, because that allows him to drain tank more strongly. I don't know if Hecarim's died in even one fight since I picked him up. And the Locket is still providing plenty of value. Okay, so Myth, has he gotten up to 6 Warlords yet? He has gotten... Alright, so now his comp is a lot scarier now that he's got 6 Warlords. But he does need a carry to play through. And if we kill the cat before she ults, he doesn't really have a carry. See? If he 2-stars the cat, he'll be a lot scarier. Unfortunately, his econ's not in great shape. Willow's actually been win streaking recently, so... Alright, so I have won the first 10 rounds. I've been pretty lucky thus far in this game. I guess I need to start picking up some Dusk Champions, because I'm probably most likely to shift into Dusk out of these items. Hecarim can be holding Riven items. As I said, I hate to go Dusk every game, but like I said, you don't really get perfect items when you're last on Carousel every round, so you kind of have to make do with leftovers. Like Bramble Vest, and if I get like a needlessly large rod here, I can make Ionic Spark, and like that's a good Riven item. Yeah, so I can do that. Make Ionic Spark. Yeah, alright, so it's a Riven game again. Wow. Alrighty, so we're gonna make Riven items and put them here. And what was the other one I wanted? I wanted that, well, this is not a Riven item, but this is a Jhin item for later on. So we should pick this up too. And I should hold this for a keeper option. So we'll be moving towards that comp that you've seen me play. Alright, so this is the other comp that's been winning a lot. It's a Divine Warwick comp. Hasn't quite come online yet, though, because the Warwick's still 1-starred. But we don't have great damage in this comp, so... Like, Warwick may be able to lifesteal through what we can do. I don't know. Fortunately, we have the healing debuff from Kindred. That's important against a Warwick comp that's all about lifestealing. Alright. So again, I'm just quietly building up what the comp I'm trying to go into. I'm like, I don't feel the need to like jump immediately to a new comp as long as I'm still winning here. Now I should probably take my first loss sometime soon. We also need to find a Vayne if possible for down the road, because that's useful for Dusk. But like, this can be Jhin items. This will go on somebody. These are 2 of Riven's items. Obviously, Locket can always go on somebody. I'm wondering if it's better to... It might be better to play Kennen than the Elderwood that only affects the Hecarim. I think that actually is better. I think I'm going to sell the 1-star Lulu and replace it with Kennen, because I think that's better. I mean, here you see the Hecarim drain tanking like crazy, but I don't think I have any damage left. Yeah. So as I said, I was going to take my first loss sooner or later, because I was not spending. It's you always want the win streak to keep going, but it's not going to go on forever. Not unless it's a lobby full of people who have no idea what they're doing. Alrighty, some interesting options here, but as I said, I think this is better. So, alright, so we have Keeper. We want these to be next to each other. I also want to make sure the Locket gets full value too. Let's do that. It's not ideal, but... Oh, wait, is that... Okay, never mind. Locket plus Keeper always are a little weird interacting with one another. Yeah, think this is a little bit better, even though it means the Elderwood's going to waste. The Elderwood only benefited Hecarim. It didn't benefit anyone else. The Keeper benefits the whole team. Probably should have done that sooner. Probably should have done that sooner. Anyway, so I'm in pretty good shape for at least a top 4 finish here, just because I have so much health banked. Got a Chain Vest on the bench. We'll see what we can make with that. Probably won't get anything too great, because we're picking last. I mean, I'd love the BF sword, but... Could always make Sunfire. Riven with these 2 items and a Sunfire wouldn't be bad. But we'll see what's left. Okay, Sunfire it is. Little late in the game for Sunfire, but like, what else am I going to make? Another Bramble Vest? I already have a Bramble Vest. Double Bramble Vest? Not really that needed. Alright. So, as I said, you're just holding items for Riven. We should definitely level to 8 here. So what's the most useful thing we can put in? Cass, does she make anything? No. Well, we could drop Spirit and do this. I think that's better, honestly, at this stage. I think that's better. Because the Dusk, getting the 20% spell power on everybody's pretty good. Alright, so Grillo has made the 3-star Yasuo. Unfortunately, he did it late, so it's going to take a little while for his comp to catch back up. Got off a nice Morgult, though. But it wasn't enough. Actually, 3 Vanguard in right now. Too bad it wasn't a Vanguard Hecarim. That would have been more useful. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm just waiting until I find a Riven. And you know, if I end up at 9 before I find a Riven, then, you know, maybe we end up at 9. I have a lot of health banked. But more likely, as soon as I find Riven, I sell this and go to 4 Dusk. Okay. Well, there's some interesting choices here. Cannon, you're out. Just play this instead for our Keeper. We should definitely hold on to Shen, because it's Shen. I'm going to drop that because I'm not playing Hunter. So we're 4 Warlords now, so we could technically take out... So now what this means is I could sell Nidalee and play Jhin if I find her. Alright, so has Myth... He shifted out of his Warwick comp. Interesting. He went to something different. He went to 6 Warwick. Or was it the last game he was Warwick? Maybe it was the last game he was Warwick. So his cat has good items, but his cat never got to ult in this fight, which is unfortunate. Is he out? I hope not. Alright, just one HP, still alive. I didn't know which side was Symbol. I was hoping Symbol would win, but I didn't know which of the 2 team comps was his, unfortunately. Alright. So, I'd be happy to just go to 9 if I can, and sell the Chosen at 9 and roll there, but we'll see how... I think I have enough health bank that I can do that. So unfortunately we lost Symbol. Myth's at 1 HP. Willow and Impolite seem to be the strongest of our group. Okay, Willow's the one playing the Warwick. His Warwick is pretty strong too. That's going to be a real concern. I do not know if I beat his comp right now. Alright, I don't want these. Honestly, the money... I didn't get any items, did I? Well, that's okay. Alright, so there's the Riven. Oh, you know what? You know what I can do? I can, who's my extra unit? I've got an extra Vanguard. Could sell Garen. I don't need him in this comp. Yeah. Alright. Do this. You can hold this item for right now. Ez, Elderwood. It's one way to get Elderwood in. Done. Still holding Riven as we go towards 9. And at this point I'm being greedy. I'm going to try to go to 9. Alright, so here's a good test. Can we deal with this Warwick? I don't know if we can, honestly. At least we got the Ez debuff on him. But it does not appear as though we can deal with this. We're just going to kill as many units as... Hopefully Hecarim can kill some units, but we have no way to kill the Warwick. Too much lifesteal. I need a better damage source, which I don't have right now. You can see the Heck tanks forever, but he doesn't really do damage. That's okay, though. It wasn't too bad of a loss. Like I said, probably go to 9 after this round, because I'm rich enough to do that. Yeah, I think that's a pretty strong comp there. Grillo has made a 2-star set, so that makes his comp a lot scarier. If he finds Yone, he's actually in relatively good shape, because Yone would get the XL2 for his Yasuo. That's what he needs to find. And he'll have first carousel priority if it pops up on carousel. Alright, so as far as what's happening with this comp, we're looking to get to 9, then we'll play legendary units. We're going to move the Hecarim items over to Riven. So I actually am up against... Wait, this is not Grillo? This is another person running a very, very similar comp to Grillo? Well, it looks like we're on it. This person's being very greedy, too. They definitely should be rolling some of this money, because they're down at like 15 HP or something. Yeah, 15 HP. Cool. Another round to get closer to level 9. Yeah, I can definitely go 9 after the minion round here. And I'll have a lot of money to roll, because I'll be at like 70. I only have to spend like 10 XP to level. So as far as Dusk goes, we do need to find one more Dusk champ, because I don't have Vayne on the bench, but that's okay. We have good odds to find Lilia at level 9. Yeah, Willow seems to have the strongest comp right now. Hopefully I can make a comp that's stronger, but I think that's strongest comp right now. Oh, Myth apparently DC'd in the middle of the fight. That's unfortunate. Good news is that Zephyr hit a Sand Soldier for me. Bad news is Cat kind of killed my whole backline. I don't know if I have anything that can kill Katarina. I think I can kill the rest of the comp, but I don't think... I think I lose because Cat will just lifesteal. Although we do have a Sunfire on her, so she does have her healing reduced. Go Hecarim, Drain Tank! Oh my god, the Hecarim! The unkillable Hecarim! The unit that was never even supposed to be in this team. Alright, I have no items on my bench, so it's just whatever we get. Some good stuff here. We'll see what people want. Like, there's a Divine Spat. I'm sure someone wants that. There's a Duelist Spat. Good stuff. There's a Kayn with a Mage Hat. I mean, I'll take the Kayn, I think, if nothing else. Not looking to play mages, but, you know, just... You know, these items that could go on Riven can also go on a Kayn, potentially. Anyway, we'll see. Because, like, there's another Kayn. Alright, let's see what we can find now. So there's 2-star Kayn. Get Riven in. Or we could play this. Or we could play this. That works. Yeah, that works for me. So instead of Riven getting these items, Yone is going to get these items. Alright, we'll reconfigure this. We still have some more money to roll with. We do need to get another Dusk Champ for Dusk 4. Actually, Ez can use these pretty well. So this is not our final comp, but the Yone 2-star with this stuff should be pretty good. And it's an Adept Yone, so we need to get... Now we actually did lose to... Or did not kill the Jax, unfortunately. Still might be able to kill it. Although that's a lot of attack speed. Nope. Whose comp was this, anyway, that we just hit? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, once we get more of the legendaries in, I think we can beat that. We're still transitioning here. Like, I don't think we need... We have an extra keeper, so Jarvan, you can come out. Let's see what else we can find here. Alright, that works. Okay. And this gets us the 4 Dusk. Okay. Teemo needs to come out, too. I'll just keep him in for this moment here, but he needs to come out. Actually, we'll just play Set over him. I'll put this on Lilia. Alright, so now we've got 4 Dusk. Kayn will get his transform soon. We got 2-star Ez. Got the 4 Dusk. Need to get Shen in as well. I can probably take something out so we can get 3 Adept. This should be pretty good. This is the rich man's comp again. Though that Warwick, man. A lot of lifesteal on that Warwick. Did manage to get the Sunfire healing debuff on him. I don't think Set can kill all of us here. Alright, so now we've got a minion round, so a little more time to think about things. Alright, so what else is not needed in this comp? So we need the 4 Dusk. I like having Ez because he's 2-star. I think for right now the Shen is better than this. We do have an Adept, we do have Keeper in, so we should try to make use of that. I want people getting the Chalice benefit. Still need to position this. I also have a Locket that someone should take. I think Riven actually can take that Locket. So no Jhin in this comp. I thought Jhin would potentially be played, but nope. Didn't really find him. Didn't end up needing him. So. Alright, so we'll put this on Red Cane. We also are only 1 away from having a mage. Although I don't know what a mage would even do in this situation. Alright, so who else? You... Yeah. Alright, so this will go on Ez. I already have Ez 2-starred. There we go. Alright, that's starting to feel pretty strong now. I should have sold the Riven. Oh well. Alright, so Grillo's comp has gotten a lot stronger too, but I have so many legendary units now, I think my comp is just stronger than his. And again, I was just economically stronger than his comp, so that's what allows me to play all these units. I think that might be it for Grillo, yeah. Alright, so now it's just a couple of us left. Oh, there's the... Alright, so can I do... What else can I do? I could get another Azir, and I could upgrade Shen, and that's about it. I don't need more Canes right now. I don't need more Yones. I have Adept Chosen Yone, which is ridiculous. Wow, where is this on some of my other games? Okay, so are there any... I'm trying to think now. Where do I want to position for these comps? Alright, so there... I want Cass right here, so that Cass can potentially get an ult off right in their face. And otherwise, I think I'm in perfectly good shape. Yeah, so if Cass can stun these guys, that would be amazing. Alright, she did get her ult off, which is what I needed. I don't need her to do anything else other than just get that ult off. Nice, we have a lot of crowd control. Do we have enough damage, is the question. I think so, with that sleepy... Oh, maybe not, it's just Ez left. A lot of attack speed on that comp. Oh. Oh, very close. Good, I wanted that comp out of the game. And my clone might be knocking Willow out. Alright, that's it. All right, so that was the legendary comp. Like play strong. I think that's kind of the platonic ideal of playing a game in Teamfight Tactics as it's currently constituted. Is you you try to be strong economically throughout the game. You saw I had the long winning streak, and then I just like moved into legendary units as the game went on. And that's not to say you just throw them in willy-nilly. You still have to be smart about it, but. Like, I ran 4 Dusk, and, I found a ridiculous unit. I found Adept Chosen Yone, and so I tossed my items that were going to go on Riven, and I moved them over to Yone, and Adept Chosen Yone carries really hard. Eliminated 3 players in 2 rounds, yeah. I mean, my comp was really strong at the end of the game. There's no question about it. It was a super strong comp. But it's because I won so many rounds early that I had the money to afford that comp. If you don't win all those early rounds, you don't have the money to put that together.